Hello everyone, I'm Dante and today we're taking a look at something I've been asking to see for the past few weeks. A look into both the endgame and a roadmap for Anthem. The most important part of the two is the roadmap. I was talking about how important it was to see earlier this week. We don't get any solid dates, but we have confirmation on a fair amount of details that will be coming out pretty swiftly after launch. The content is split into 3 acts, all related to separate stories. The first releases in March within the first month of release. Act 1, Echoes of Reality, is our introduction to Anthem's ongoing endgame, coming within a month of the launch starting next week. This act is split into 3 sections, each presumably coming a month apart, but no dates are confirmed just yet. Each part, Evolving Wilds, Stronger Together and The Cataclysm, are based on phrases we've heard for a long time. The second and third act, as of now, have no name. Act 2 has the image of a scar, specifically one from a trailer. Even without the launch game, we have access to the lore slide from the demo. The Scar are a colonial swarm of insects that since their creation from a previous cataclysm were defeated by freelancers, which places them after the Legion of Dawn. Since then they have gone from mimicking large creatures, from say an evolving wild, and switched to mimicking humans, using weapons, armor, and possibly even javelins, which explains why they attack and scavenge. From this it makes sense that the Scars are preparing for a larger, more organised attack, or they will adapt once again to the evolving wilds. The third image is something you will have seen several times, though never directly referenced. It's taken from the mural of the Legion of Dawn, which should give us a pretty good understanding of what to expect. These creatures are called Urgoth, and from this excerpt they were the previous dominant race that enslaved humanity. It was the formation of the Legion of Dawn that defeated them, or so they thought. It's possible that they only went into hiding and planned to return. The Urgoth could be a uniting factor for humanity, as the Legion of Dawn are the precursor factions to the Freelancers, Sentinels, the Dominion, and possibly other aspects to humanity we're yet to see. Along the bottom we have a breakdown of all the content types the acts will include: new events, quality of life, new rewards, expanded progress systems, new strongholds, guilds and leaderboards, new missions and the Cataclysm, all of which we'll be seeing within months of launch, tied into the events I just mentioned. The only one of these that is a bit different to what we've seen so far is the expansion of the progress system, which you may have noticed was missing entirely from both demos, bar XP numbers and a level. So we didn't get to see the skill trees, how they break down, or how they might work post 30, but I have an idea of what these might be. We already know roughly what the regular trees will be doing, increasing certain general values that are shared across all javelins, health, heat resistance and other stats along those lines. Eventually you will cap out all of these sectors. This might take you up to 30 or perhaps well beyond, which reminds me of the Paragon system from Diablo 3, though I doubt it will be an unlimited boost to stats due to the lack of seasonal resets. Instead, I can see us filling out the skill trees and then following levels giving other rewards such as currency, coin and materials. The Alliance system partially covers this, with its bonus of coin from friends and other players, on top of your own play. So I suspect they're going to build on this with the Alliance system to allow us to direct where our XP goes, rather than having the same bonus each time. To coincide with this, we got part 2 of BioWare's introduction to Anthem, coincidentally, or perhaps not, covering the tenets of Anthem which are the same as Act 1's focus. Through this endgame trailer, we got to see parts of the listed activities that will be added. Some footage of some brand new NPCs that will expand the factions over time, adding new missions and contract opportunities. In addition to future content, we got a few Masterwork level teasers, both LMGs. The more obvious one was the Cycle of Pain, the Masterwork version of the sledgehammer, one of the few high level weapons we've seen in detail so far. The unique inscription being Marksman Swiftness. Weak point hits temporarily increase weapon rate of fire, stacks multiple times, turning this LMG into effectively a small autocannon. The second LMG is the Masterwork version of the Savage, with a unique inscription Survivor's Balance. The last shot reduces recoil by 50% for 20 seconds, stacking twice, encouraging you to completely use up ammo instead of reloading, especially useful when fighting larger enemies. These inscriptions are pretty standard in terms of unique qualities, but indicates the direction that they're taking for the first wave of items. These provide a solid foundation, and it's also been confirmed we'll see more unique items later on, such as turning standard fire into either primers or detonators. We've still got a lot more to explore and discover, as we'll have our hands on the full game in only a week. Before then, I've got another basics episode or two as we start to dive headfirst into the lore of Anthem. Thanks for watching this video. As always, if you enjoyed it, leave a like or a dislike if you prefer. You can support the channel by subscribing and use the bell to be notified of future content as it goes live. Until next time, I've been Dante, thanks for watching.